Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello students, today we are going to learn about future transportation. In the future, there are a lot of transportation. Let me see from this slide. Okay. Future transportation. There are a lot of transportation that also use in the future that we already use today. For example, number one is parachute. People get on a plane and they fly from the plane and they open up the parachute to landing. Number two is hang glider. Hang glider is used for sport for today. But in the future, people will also travel with hang glider. Number three is surfboard. Surfboard is already used in these days. It's usually for pleasure or for sport. The next transportation is unicycle. Unicycle is usually used in the circus, but in the future, children play the bicycle with unicycle. The next one is inline skate. Inline skate also used today. Most teenagers use inline skate for pleasure or for sport, so they can join in a competition. Next, this is already new. This called microlight. Microlight is development of a hang glider, but is use a machine, or probably some of them will use sun. The next one is jackpad. Jackpad is transportation that you see in the movie today. But in the future, people will travel with jetpack. It's kind of like a backpack, but it has machines so they can go up to travel. There are also some machine that can turn on the light or use for transportation. For example, number one is wind turbine. The next one is floating skateboard. Is look like skateboard but is flying up in the air. Monorail. Nowadays, people in Jakarta can travel by monorail. But in the future, there will be more monorail. The next one is cable car. In the future, people will travel more with cable car than any land transportation. But today, cable car is used in certain place for leisure. Next is solar panel. Solar panel is used for energy. So people will use the solar to turn on some machine or to drive a car. There's some reading about transportation in the future. In the future, people will travel in different kind of transportation. There's some question. Number one, you don't need to know how to fly a plane if you want to use the. Number two, if you have a lot of money, you need to have a lot of money to buy this transportation. Number three, you need to know how to land when you use this transportation. Number four, you don't need to be an acrobat to fly in this transportation. Next, need and don't need. Need and don't need is used to express things that are useful to do your hobbies, for example. Need is used to express things to be prepared when you are doing something. Don't need is used to express things you don't have to prepare. So I'm going to ask you, do you have any hobbies? What are those? Now, how often do you do your hobbies? What things do you need to do your hobby? And what things you don't need to do your hobby? Tell us about your hobby. Next, there's some message from your friend. He's going to predict what will happen in the future. Mostly, he write about transportation in the future. What will the transportation will be in the future? His name is Jack. These are some facts about the passage. If it is true, you can put a tick, but it is not true or related to the is not related to the passage, you can put a cross. Okay, number 1, there will be big changes in the travel. Number 2, people will pollute the air when they travel. Number 3, transport won't be safer. Number 4, car will be emission free. Number 5, people will drive cars in the future. Number 6, there won't be any accident. Yes, number 1 is correct. Number 2, people will pollute air when they travel. Is it true? No, in the future, the transportation will be pollutant free. Number 3, transport won't be safer. Is it true? No, in the future, there will be safer to transport. Car will be emission free. Is it true? Yes. In the future, there will be a lot of cars that have emission free. Number 5, people will drive car in the future. Is it true? No, people won't drive car. The robot will drive the car for you in the future. Number 6, there won't be any accident. Is it true? Yes, according to Jack's prediction, in the future, there won't be any accident because the robot will drive the car for you. Will or won't? When we are going to express what things that happen in the future, we will use will. For example, cities in the future will have monorails. There'll be a lot of parks in the city. But when we predict things that won't happen in the future, we will use won't. Won't is the short form of will not. For example, people won't have to work so hard in the future. Will is things to express things in the future. Won't is used to express things that are probably not going to happen in the future. This is some thoughts to express about transportation in the future. This is the term. Do you think you can use, do you think to open the sentence when you're going to predict things that will happen in the future? Or you can always use I think, or you can begin with I don't think if you don't agree with your friend. Next, we are going to read some transportation in 3 different cities. One is in Thailand. The second passage is about tuk-tuk transportation, also in Thailand. And then there are also monorail. Yes, monorail also in Thailand. Actually, you can read this passage in your Supermind book. Okay, thank you, student. Good luck on the test. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Oh yeah, don't forget making presentation about future transportation, draw and write in the paragraph. Okay. Assalamualaikum. See you.